It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go, Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. They start the drive with Cook, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Albert Okuebi on the intended target, and it's 3rd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season. But if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, he still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Third down and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Here's Brown on second down. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Bengals have 14-2 heading into this final week. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll drop to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And the give to Brown on the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
Bengals 0.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
But when you hold someone to just 6 points in a game, the feeling that you have among your team is you're not going to lose very many of those. That's the way to get it done.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bengals 7. Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. There he goes, left side. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Just an unbelievable start. Less than a minute in, they're already up 2 touchdowns.
You talk about getting out of the gate fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump up with 2 scores like that in less than a minute's time, your confidence has to be elevated.
I haven't even found the right height for my chair yet. I'm still adjusting.
You mean you found a way to sit down?
I did, yeah.
Wow, you're quick.
I guess I got that accomplished.
I'm still standing watching this occur.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on 1st down.
Very long attempt.
And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Mr. Davis, you're a football lifer, my friend. You've called games at the highest level. You know head coaches inside and out. Please explain that one to me. Speechless. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So a great first quarter continues here as they add on to that lead.
And Brandon, I think it sets up what's going to be an important drive because it's now 17-0. So the other guys, they got to figure out something quick before this game gets away from them.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. This defense for the Vikings, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Here's 2nd and 8. Short throw to Smith. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Got a man. It's Brown. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep here for Chase. It's caught at the 10. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll set up a throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Cook up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
We are in for a good one as we're through one. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, wide open, complete. Through the middle of the field, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. This is 2nd and 8. He's going to use his legs here. 2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati.
And it's fielded at the 34. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
T. Higgins
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead will shrink to 6.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be third and forever. They'll look to throw here. Try to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. He will find his man Chase complete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Option play. Here's a give to Brown.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Chase Brown, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from taking the lead. McPherson now for the extra point.
And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime, and to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the 2 of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half, the same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow him down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're going to look to throw.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Vikings.
They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Back to throw again. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Minnesota.
Back to throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That is caught. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now he'll try to run with this.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
2 yards on a pickup.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Running for it, here's Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Bengals 28. Fairbairn is set to kick off.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
My, if maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter, it's going to give them the lead because you have a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll throw now on the final play.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bengals 28.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
23 yards, the final tally.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
2nd and 10.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
Here's 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Oh, and for the first time this season, he's intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season.
He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now back to throw. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Back to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Vikings take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Cook, they'll try and run it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. They go with the option on the 2-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? Remember the dribbler draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Brown. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
They'll set up a throw.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken in at the 11. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They find some open field here.
And he'll be taken down right there at the 38. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Well, now they'll try the end around. Oh, he's got a... And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. 62 yards.
And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Bengals 28. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Brown going up the middle.
Takes it to about the 37.
The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
At the 37-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another play. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw here.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase 63 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now Cook running right. Down the right sideline. Inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Looking deep here for Chase. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They're going to look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Andre Yoshivas. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
The Vikings on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Complete. It's Johnson. There he goes, right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Up the middle, it's Cook. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
77 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
And Cook going to pick up a Vikings first down as he's down to the 11. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Vikings have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the fourth.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Bengals 42. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
And they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long.
Back to throw here. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
8 yards to go.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is caught, and he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And 4 at the 4-yard line.
This 2nd and 4.
Back to throw again. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Minnesota, it's one more win to finish the season as they wrap up with